What's up? We're back for another pull day. Um, Now, today's gonna be a little different from the other days. And the other days I did bent rows, but today I'm gonna do a lat pull down because I got, like I talked about, I got that pulley system. I got it hooked up. Right now I have 95 pounds on it just to test it out. I don't really know if this is 1 for 1. I'm assuming it is since it's just one pulley system. So I'm gonna test that weight out and also test out that lat pull down because it's kind of like a collapsible bar, so I don't know how sturdy it is. And then I'm gonna just do my normal hammer curls, bicep curls, and countdown curls, and then kind of call it a day. I started my part-time job yesterday at Costco. It was pretty good, kind of what you expect, just Costco stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna have to glaze for a minute, but these Allbirds, dude, right here, just picked them up. They have to be like the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. It literally feels like these shoes are like formed to my feet. So shout out Allbird. Hope you stay in business so I can buy more shoes from you. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the lat pull down. It's gonna be a little different because usually, with the lat pull down machines, you kind of lock your feet in. Here I don't have anything to really lock myself in, except for maybe if I laid my feet under the bar here. That's why I kept it loaded just in case. But pretty much gonna have to sit on the ground, get full extension up here, and then lean back a bit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Works pretty good. I'm gonna add a little bit of weight to it to make it a bit heavier. But I think that's cool. I think that's good. A little close to my nuts, which I don't love, but I do like having this pulley system now. Now the only thing I need to figure out is how to connect that second pulley here, like I said, so I could do row movements. Or I could do rows, bicep curls, even do cable pull throughs, to simulate kind of that deadlift movement. So now this is, okay, so that's 95 pounds. I think I could add another 25. I don't mind going a little heavy right now. Since I won't be doing any back work with the bar. I still will do like my dumbbell rows because I like those a lot. I actually feel like I feel it more than the bar. But for now, I'm mostly going to do this trap, or this lat pull down, excuse me. So, but yeah, I think this is pretty cool. It's Mikolo, I think is how you pronounce it. Just something I bought off Amazon. But so far I'm happy with it. I got no complaints. I think this is like their advanced one. Um, I want to say I got it for around 70 bucks. I think it was on sale. But one thing I learned about Amazon is a lot of companies will purposely mark up their product and then mark it down in air quotes to show that it's on sale because people are more likely to buy it, but they're actually pricing it at what it's, you know, worth to them or what they would normally be pricing it at. So, you know, I always take a sale with a grain of salt, but still under $100 to get a pulley system with, you know, 3 attachments, um, or four attachments. I'm pretty happy with. And then the nice thing about it is when I don't want to use it, all I have to do is, well, I take the weights off, but just unclip the pulley up here on the carabiner, and then it just comes right off, so it's not in my way when I want to squat or bench or anything. So if you guys have a home gym, or if you guys have a rack, or even if you just have like a support beam, you know, a joist or anything that you can attach it to at home, I definitely recommend looking into this because it's pretty cool. You just might have to get a different pulley system to mount it the way you want it to. But overall, you know, definitely recommend. Or just go to Home Depot and buy the stuff and build your own, customize it. I just bought it this way so I didn't have to buy all the attachments on my own. All right, now I did take some time to kind of get this the right length for me, to do kind of lat or like tricep extensions. But with that being said, it is a little high for the lat pull down, so you might see me getting down a little awkwardly. But yeah, that was good. It's cool, dude. It's cool. I really like having this out here. I'm a fan of it. Yeah, these are cool. So far, today's been really good. I got a pair of shoes I really like. This cable attachment so far I really like. I'm just hoping it doesn't fall or break, because if it does, I think my legs are screwed. So I might scoot back on this a little bit more. Luckily, when I'm rowing or doing my lat pull down this way, my weight isn't wiggling or moving a lot. So that's pretty good. Whew. Yeah, that's good. That's a good feeling. I like it. And then, like I said, I have it up here so I can do some tricep extensions. This will probably be too much for me to actually do it. Yeah. But I think you kind of get the idea. And then I got the rope and this lat pull down. It pulls off on the side here, both sides do. You have like a little straight bar, and then you have your individual handles. But pretty cool little piece of equipment. You know, it definitely takes more time to set up and take down than your normal gym one with the weight plates, but definitely transforms the home gym a bit more with the exercises you could do. So pretty content with it so far. I'm gonna do one more set at this weight and maybe drop the weight down a little bit and crank out a couple more, and then switch to bicep and end with my rows. Yeah, otherwise not too much going on. You know, getting ready to transition into working again, or you know, like I said, I started yesterday, so but yeah, gonna be a little different. Whew, feels good. Make sure I don't get bonked. I take the 25 off, and I'll put 10 pounds on there. So we'll be reducing it by 15 pounds total, but I'm gonna do 2 sets to failure with this, and kind of see how that goes. Yeah. Feeling pretty good. I think tomorrow won't work out, but I might film like my first progress report. I haven't done a great job tracking my calories, so it might be a little different than how I usually want to do it. But overall, it'd be calories, weight loss or weight gain, and then just overall, you know, how I'm feeling. And then starting next month, I'm going to do PRs. Now that I'm back in the swing of things, so I'll have like a PR day where I just try all my different weights and PRs, and that one I'll probably do a little editing on just to make the clips a little easier to watch, and then have like a PR announcement, like my personal record, for those of you who don't know what PR is. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try to film videos when I'm on vacation of me working out, but I don't know how good it will be, and also I don't know necessarily if I don't really know if I'll have like a good internet connection at all to upload these videos. So we'll see, but feeling pretty good. Hoping someone stumbles across this video and watches to this point and kind of gets motivated to start losing weight themselves. All right, that felt pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to really yap about. Oh, I finished my big project yesterday for school. For my front end web development class, I finished the website. Um, Hopefully, my teacher likes it, so I could pass it. But I think I met all the criteria, so that's pretty cool. And now I'm going to be starting advanced JavaScript, as well as some data management and algorithm classes. Yeah, I kind of felt my shoulder pop a little bit on that last one. That's why I kind of stopped. I have there's this shoulder. I don't know how I rolled this one out, but this shoulder popped. I had a surgery on this one. I tore it in 3 different spots wrestling. So the fact that it just popped, I don't necessarily know what that means. But what I do know is I'm not trying to mess up my shoulder at all. I definitely don't want that to happen, because I've had enough unfun things happen with this shoulder that I don't really need any more or want any more. So yeah. But like I was saying, this is a pretty easy thing to take apart. You just unclip it here, come up to this carabiner. Honestly, I'll keep the carabiner on. Just take the actual pulley off, slide that over, put the pulley back in the box that I have conveniently right there, and boom. The last thing you have to do is just unload the plates. And honestly, if you weren't doing anything, or if you had like a 4-post, you could probably just keep this where it is. You know, if you had a 4 or a 6-post. But for my sake, since I only have a 2-post, and I know I'm going to be squatting and benching in here the next couple of days, that I'll unload it. But otherwise it's pretty standy. But yeah, I think I like that. I think that's a good investment for anyone wanting to up their home exercises. Now I'm going to switch to the bicep portion. You do hammer curls, and then I'll do the seated rows, or like the bench rows or whatever. I don't even know what I call them anymore. And then I'll do that. And then I'll end with some just bicep curls. I don't think I'll do countdown curls today. Well, because I will admit I am feeling pretty sore from yesterday. I went and I helped Night Merch, and for those of you who know how Costco works, you don't need this explanation, but for the people who don't, Night Merch, they come in between like 2 and 5 p.m. and they stay till like around 8 or like 10:30, I believe. And they restock and like block down a lot of the store. And I don't mind helping them. I actually like helping them when they send me back there. But they put me on soda yesterday, with soda and juice, which is just lifting all the boxes of soda and juice and stacking them on the pallet. And then I did the chip wall. And the chips aren't necessarily that bad if you have 2 people, but they are a lot heavier when you have a whole heavy cardboard like pallet full of them to lift than you'd expect hearing chips. So I'm a little sore from that, just not used to doing that movement. So I don't want to push it today because I'm assuming I'll help them tonight. And I just don't want to be super sore. You know, after a week or so of getting back into working out and, you know, the lifting at Costco, you know, I don't think I'll be sore. So that's something to, you know, look forward to. But as of now, I am a bit sore, so I'm gonna just do some hammer curls. Make it, I think it's like about 32 pounds for these bad boys right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. All right, I just did 8. Now I am thinking that I might combine, or might go from lift to lift here, because for the sake of time, because I work at 3 today, it's 10 o'clock, so I know I got some time, but I do want to work on some school stuff, and I do want to get my applications in as well. But yeah. But there's this company in Florida that I applied to that, you know, overall, I don't think I'd love to live in Florida. I know my girlfriend would. And if I get paid what I asked by this company, I think I'd be able to afford Florida. And then on top of that, I think I'd be able to afford like getting married and stuff, which currently, you know, is one of the main goals, as I've talked about. So that would be cool. But Otherwise, I'll just take the job that I have at Costco right now, and I'll just keep doing that, and I'll just save up those paychecks for the ring and go from there. But yeah, I don't know why I brought up the Florida job, but well, I guess I was just thinking about job applications and me wanting, that job. I felt like it would be a pretty cool job and a good opportunity to kind of grow within the kind of tech space and tech field. So, yeah. Gonna go back to hammer curls. I felt pretty good. I felt like a slight pinch in my core, where I do feel a bit sore from yesterday. But otherwise, I feel pretty good. Gonna do these hammer curls. Oh, maybe I'll try them sitting down. Let's see how this works. All right, that didn't feel terrible. Gonna go ahead and go do these rows, and then I'm gonna call it a day. It's my dad. But yeah, one more row, call it a day. Short workout today, still better than nothing. And get to go do that school and application stuff, like I was saying. Plus eat breakfast, brush my teeth, maybe take Gus for a walk. We'll kind of see what I have in store. And maybe just see my grandma for a bit before I go to work. But we'll see. Alright, I felt pretty good. I appreciate anyone who watched this long, or anyone who watched at all. Feel free to comment or subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Deuces.